Yo, the Breakmaster here, and this is going to be my Hanasaku Iroha episode 20 review. And before I start the review, I'll say this was another good episode. This is good. Ohana's doing his thing, but this episode's more about Minchi and a little hint of Toru in this episode too. So, basically, we'll start off with the episode. It's basically started off with what happened last time and stuff like that with Minchi going off on that girl, saying some stuff, hurting her feelings and whatnot. And yeah, so she ends up waking up really early and go shopping and stuff like that. So she went shopping and got the items and ingredients that she was supposed to get, and she used her own money to actually buy it and stuff too. And Ohana wakes up and stuff, and she knows Minchi's gone. And yeah, so she ends up trying to work. Not getting to work, but she's trying to wake up and so she can help her get this stuff done because she has no one else to help her because she said she's gonna do it on her own. So they're in class and she's trying to cook, and then Ohana comes and he's like, "I'm gonna help you." And he's like, "No, you Balut, get out of here!" And then she get all mad and everything like that. So yeah, and then we go to Nakochi and she's helping her friend Mizuno, get her paintings together and everything like that. Well, before that too, because I forgot. Before that, Nakochi and Ohana are on the bus together, and they're basically talking about the same thing about the oatmeal rice thingy, because they're like, why oatmeal rice and why this and stuff. See, they're saying the same thing. It feels funny. And so yeah, now we go back to Ohana doing what she did, and then Nakochi helping her friend Mizuno, I think, to get that stuff done. So she was off, but she's worrying about Minchi though, and she's like, "It's okay." Mizuno's like, "It's okay, you can go with your friend. She's your friend, right? So go help." And she's blushing and stuff a lot in this episode. So she ends up trying to go help too. And this whole big fiasco comes, and like when Nakochi ends up going in there, they see Ohana and Minchi going off on the onions, all cutting stuff. It's like, who's the better cook? And so, she's like, "I don't want your help," and they're getting all mad and everything. And then Nakochi ends up saying stuff like, "Why about we just have lunch?" And Yuna's like, "Yeah, it is lunchtime and stuff." So yeah, they ended up making oatmeal rice because Nakochi wants oatmeal rice, and she's like, everyone else like, "What? What? So they ended up making oatmeal rice, and she had to go in the kitchen. That's why, like, oh, no wonder you can't make it in the classroom because it's not, you don't got the right pans and it's not enough heat and stuff like that. And then people, then that girl that got hurt was like, "Oh, like, no, I feel stupid now." Yeah. So she actually ends up making it, and then she eats it. It's like, "Oh my God, it's good," and stuff. And then she ends up making oatmeal rice for everyone. Oatmeal rice, omelet rice, whatever. Omelet rice, and then Ohana ends up actually trying to cook her oatmeal rice for Minchi, and she ends up actually doing pretty good. And she made like a different kind though, so they can sell it to the people on in the festival and stuff like that. So they making it, and she ends up making it pretty good, and they end up putting it on the menu. And then as they're all getting done, because also Ohana eat all the test ones, because they're trying to test to see if it was going out well and stuff, because they're in the classroom now trying to cook it, and they're testing it. And Ohana had to eat all of that, and she's like, and stuff. I'm like, oh my God. So when they got done with all that, Nakoshi ends up remembering, oh crap, Mizuno needs my help. So she ends up going to the classroom with that painter, and she ends up seeing her paint, and she's like, oh, okay, she got everything done. And she's like, oh, I have one painting I need to still do. And she's all looking at it. Oh, she wanted to look at it, and she's like, what are you painting? And then Mizuno's like, "I'm painting you," and she started blushing, and she's like, what? And it's like, and then Nakoshi's like, "Can I see?" And Nakoshi ends up looking, and we didn't get to see the picture though. We didn't get to see it, so I'm like, So then the festival ends up coming, and then they show what's going on. Some people rocking out like and stuff, and then this other stuff going on, and then we end up seeing the little classroom where Minchi is and stuff like that. So we end up seeing the cookers and people. A lot of people are there trying to eat some food and stuff, and everyone got to see the rest of the thing. And then that girl that wanted to make the oatmeal rice for that guy, she ends up actually getting the oatmeal rice, putting love on it, and then he starts eating it and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, yeah." and then Toru ends up coming into the scene, and is actually coming to the restaurant thingy. The restaurant's cool festival thingy, and he's all looking at the menu, and he's like, "Huh, this looks like a Minchi type menu." and he's like, oh, so he saw oatmeal rice on there, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna get oatmeal rice, and everyone's like, huh, what? Minky's like, what's going on? So he's like, oh crap. So she ends up trying to make it, and then she ends up putting love on it and everything like that. So and then Ohana gives it to him. He's like, this is a special dish, made for you from the love of the chef, and it says love on there. And then he ends up looking around, and then he ends up seeing the guy next to him is the person that put that had love on his thing too. And he's like, and then Toru, being oblivious to it, he's like, oh, so it's just something else. It's just like, some kind of trick, or it's not nothing personal. So he ends up eating it, and I guess he likes it and stuff. And yeah, and then we don't get to see the painting of the thing, and I won't really say what it was. You gotta go see the episode. We get to see the painting and seeing the bonfire little festival thing with dance around and shoot fire and that kind of stuff. And then they end up going home. Well, trying to go home with like me at the bus stop, and they're just talking about the day, and yeah. And basically that was an episode, and yeah, it's like I said, it's a pretty good episode. And you should go watch it if you haven't watched it yet, and then leave a comment on this video. And if you have seen it, tell me what you think of this episode. And this will be this has been the Thabreakmasta Hanasaku Iroha episode 20 review. Until then, break out.